Sometimes the real masterpiece isn't holding the painting, it's holding everything together while creating it. Between the brushstrokes and the deadlines, the artist learns that balance is its own kind of art.
Today, I'm working on a study of Credo Mutwa, not to capture him in perfection, but to sit with his spirit, to listen, to respond with paint. Because this piece isn't about measuring or making sure I get everything right. It's about the power of simple shapes, allowing those shapes to speak first, allowing the brushstrokes to carry the story. Because each mark will be a conversation. Each layer that is created is one step closer to something being revealed, not forced. So as you watch this video, don't look for details or perfection or anything like that. Feel the moment and feel the presence. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in with the vine charcoal. I think this right here would be a better way to approach this, because this is no more than a study to get a feel for painting Credo Mutwa. So yeah, it's just a simple sketch. Again, we're not looking for detail. We want to get placement on the canvas panel, and see what it looks like to paint Credo Mutwa. To get a feel for him, to get a feel for his head, his structure, his character, based off the videos and articles and things that I've read. So yeah, let's just go ahead and approach this with the vine charcoal sketch first. Keeping it simple. Not looking for no detail. It's just the head, just the head. Now, the sketch does not have to be perfect. I just want to make sure I'm going in somewhat of a direction as far as what I'm looking for as I paint Credo, the healer of South Africa. It could be like a solid black right up in there. Well, not a solid black. I'm gonna do something. I don't know exactly what, but I'm not gonna go too much into this because there's no need to. Again, I like the vine charcoal because it's very forgiving on the canvas panel. It doesn't come completely off, but it's really, really easy to wipe away. Now, I'm gonna keep to how he wore his glasses. They're not straight. Usually, sometimes when I'm painting and I'll see something off, I know that people tend to capture things in a painting than they would. Well, they'll see things first in a painting than they would a photograph. So his glasses are not straight. And I've always noticed that about him. When I'm reading articles, videos, they're never straight. And sometimes I got a habit of straightening things out when I paint because of that one reason. People notice stuff like that and they'll call it out, even if that's part of that person's characteristic. I guess that's a thing I need to deal with as an artist. Yeah. Funny story, as I paint Credo Mutwa, and I'm doing a painting of Anthony Akinbola's statues that he did. And the one thing I noticed was that it's like the divine is here with me. Every person or everything that I'm doing, it seems to be connecting me to an artist of some sort back on the continent. And it's really strange. So since I've been doing my travels and what I'm doing over in Africa, I have 3 artists in here with me, living and beyond. The first one that came to pass was Anthony Akinbola. The second artist, now I met this guy, really good friend of mine. We stay connected. He's like my brother from the continent, another brother in the arts that I have. His name is Ayanda. It took me a minute to learn how to say that. I got it down now. Ayanda. Then Ayanda connected me to Credo, which I thought was cool. And one day I was in here painting, just minding my own business, doing my thing. And it dawned on me that I have certain divine entities in here with me, keeping me company, an ancestral tie back to the continent. And it really blew me away. I will be moving forward to setting up the palette, limited palette. I'm not going to use too many colors on it. And start my study just to see where we're going to go with this. Most artists think the problem is skill, but it's not. It's presence. That's why I created this free ebook, Introduction to Drawing in the Presence. This book will teach you how to slow down, how to really see, and how to bring life to your work. Because when you're present, people just don't look at your art, they feel it. Download it free, link in the description below. Now, to start out with this particular palette, I made sure that I put ivory black on here. So to start out, I'm going to go with some ivory black, throw a little alizarin in there. This is some brilliant blue to work my darks. I don't want to go too dark because I like to stay in the middle and hit my darkest darks and my lightest lights toward the end of the piece. So yeah, so now I'm just going to go ahead and start this process off. Going with the big simple shapes. sometimes when I'm painting, I don't like the way the canvas feels until I get more layers on. It's like it's sliding across the canvas, or in this case, the panel. And I don't like that feeling. I remember back in the day when I used to paint, it wasn't an issue with all this stuff. Now it's like the way they're making canvases now, they don't do what they're supposed to be doing. The canvas or the paints don't absorb. Don't absorb inside the canvas. Got a nice start so far. Got a nice little feel. Got these darks coming up under here, like so. So yeah, so right now it's just me picking out the big simple shapes. That's all I'm doing. Now I like to move around. I'm doing my thing. And here shortly I'm going to go ahead and start and this is just a synthetic brush right here. You know, I'm not gonna pull out my big guns, my expensive stuff right now. I'm just gonna keep it simple. Keep it simple. I was always told that in school. Keep it simple. The KISS method. Keep it simple. Stupid. I'm always trying to do that. All right, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and start introducing other values. Go ahead and start structuring a little bit more. So this time, I'm gonna go with a little bit more cerulean blue. Add a little alizarin. Come on with some titanium. I'm gonna throw a little cad red up in there. It's warming up some. Because I like to structure as I paint. It's like I'm modeling or sculpting out on the canvas. Because I'm like trying to get the structure of his head. It's all about structure at this point right here. So, you know, this value looks like it should have came up, but I left some of it down so that I can go ahead and start modeling his head. I like this thing. I like playing with the brush a lot, a whole lot. I'm gonna run a lot of colors up in here. A lot of colors. Because at first I was just thinking a limited palette, but then I think I want to move a little bit more up in there. Play around with it, because this is just a study. So if I have an idea, I'll go ahead and try it out just to get a feel. And if it works, it works. If not, I go back to where I was doing it. But I have to try it. Just try it. That's all I want to do. Just try it. Let's see how this plays out. See, right here, I know the sun is coming right there, so I'll throw a little bit of that. Throw some yellow up in that here. Now I got a little mixture of cat yellow in here. Because what I want to do, the whole purpose behind this, because dark skin reflects a lot of light. And I want to try to capture that as a paint. And the whole objective behind that is to have this dark skin in my A&I series capture as much light as possible. As much light as possible. You got this highlight up here on his head because the sun is coming from above. So I'm gonna go back and hit this area some more. As of right now, I just wanted to put my landmarks where I need to put them. From there, because it's going to help me out in the long run if I start doing it. Yeah, so the whole idea is for me to just go ahead, block in. I'm not worried about no details or anything like that. No details at all. Now for his hair on the edge, what I'm going to do is go with this cad, go with some violets, because the gray's up in there. I'm gonna make that a little violet. Cad, alizarin, some titanium white. Make it a little bit stronger. It's gonna pop a little bit. Let me see how this looks. See, the whole idea is just too blue. So I'm gonna go back with a little more cad, a little more titanium up in there. I want to lighten up a little, throw a little yellow in there too. Let me see what I got here. Yeah. So this right here is like the grays of his hair, glasses around the ear, right there. You gotta go right here on the side of his head, all down right there. Now on that side, I'm gonna bump the value up a little bit, not much, just a little bit, because there's a lot of contrast right here going down the side of his head here. And then I got this light plane here. I got a light plane here. And then we have a light plane right there, crease of his mouth. And it also hits right here. He got a little bit of something going on back there. Now, I'm gonna bump that value up some more. Add a little warmth. I'm gonna add a little yellow ochre to it. Give me a little yellow ochre. So I can hit this light plane here. Now I'm still using the same brush. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed whatsoever. And I'm just blocking in. Simple as that. Just keeping my shapes. He got this right here, these for that, for his glasses. You got this little light plane right here above the eyebrow. Some more of his grays in his head. I'll bump it up a little bit more. And when I bump it up, that means I'm just adding more titanium white to it. Get that light plane on that nose right there. And then the light plane is even a little bit more intense right here. And you have it here. It goes into the glass, it's like so. This just big simple shapes, just big simple shapes. The lower part of his lip, up around the upper lip. Then you got a plane here, right beneath the nose. Put that, it look like playing above his lip. So as you can see, I'm not too much worried about how things are, because I'm just blocking it in, just having fun. You know, it's not about being serious about the piece right now. You just want to connect with the divine. You want to get a feel and make that connection, because this is a spiritual journey I'm taking right now. It's all about the connection for me. I'm going there with some sap green and French ultramarine for the lower part with ivory black. Yeah, I just want to. Yeah, so I'm going in with some French ultramarine, bring the value down, add that ivory and that sap green. I tend to use these colors toward the bottom of the face, of the head, a little more titanium. Ivory black. I tend to use those a little bit more down at the lower part, because what I'm doing is basically making my ancestral connection. That's what I'm drawing on, the ancestral connection that I have. These brush strokes that I'm seeing, that you're seeing right now, are expressive roots. So when I'm doing this style, I go from the brush stroke just being a mere brush stroke to digging in for my roots, my ancestral connection. And there is one there. Because when I first went over there and started this journey, something came over me. I couldn't quite explain it, but it did come over me. It was like a longing, something I was missing all my life. And it just, boom, there it was. It was there. That connection was made. I couldn't explain it. The feeling was, it was an intense feeling. I wouldn't go fight it. Lord knows I wouldn't go fight it. And I didn't. I just accepted it and went on and enjoyed what was given to me, especially the connection. That's the most important part. To me, that was just like groundbreaking. So this is where it's at right now. Put this like so. Got some things going on up here in his head. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start doing some crazy stuff here in a minute. But before I do that, now, this is just me winging it at this point right here. So I'm going to go in with a color for his, I'm going to say kente cloth. I think it's a kente. All right, so here we are right here. So this was simply a study for the real thing. Because remember, this is going to be for a larger than life vignette. So these are no more than brush strokes to express what it is that I'm trying to do and how I'm going to approach this piece. Expressive brush strokes. It's not so much about the expressive brush strokes, it's more as me making a connection. You know, each brush stroke is like a root, an expressive root to what it is that I'm doing. I'm not so much trying to capture a likeness. It's all about getting a feel for who he is as a healer from South Africa. You know, the thing you guys must have seen is I wasn't trying to be calculated about it, because I was just going in, just free flowing, making that connection, my ancestral connection, the heritage, back to what it is that I'm spiritually seeking right now at this particular time as my journey as an artist. The African narrative, I'm still working toward that, but it's coming. I can see it, I can feel it. So until next time, I'm going to go ahead and put this away. I am going to come back to it. I just want to let it sit, because I was thinking about adding like a little vignette in the background. I may not, I may leave it as it is. I don't know yet, but I will find out soon. So yeah, until next time, I'm gonna leave it right here. Credo Mutwa, out.
All I do know is that the black man of Africa does not know his greatness, does not understand how important he is to humanity as large. Our entire nation, colored and black, are greater than they think.